coming in live. 3, 2, 1. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome. Welcome. This is a family affair right now. Oh, we can see you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Welcome to another amazing, exciting... Here, why don't you sit down right here, co-host?
Co-host.
Yeah, co-host.
Co-host.
Yeah, you're going to be Uncle Kyle for today.
Ah.
Yeah. So, oh, wait. I got to turn... Can you turn the lights on over there? Point that thing over here and turn the lights on. So, anyway, welcome to... Yes. Sloan is greater than Kyle. Thank you, Kenny. Also, don't worry about it. Live from Tucson, Arizona, we've got Kyle Spick.
Hello, Kyle.
Hello, Kyle.
Hello, Sloan.
All right.
Hello, Sloan.
So Kyle is calling in, and hold on, we got a little bit of different. We're gonna try a new audio thing here. All right, Kyle, test the mic real quick.
Check.
Looking good,
How we
sounding
doing?
good. Sharisa, we're trying to figure that out right now. Yeah, Kyle had a wig on. Kyle was in the shrink ray here.
Yeah. At least I have much more hair now.
Let's hit this light right here. Boing. All right. So, awesome, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in to another exciting episode of the
Spick and Span show.
Talking to the mic.
Then,
Good, say Spick and Span show. Say it right here. Say Spick and Span show. All right, ready? Get ready for another exciting Tuesday and another exciting episode of the
Spick and Span show.
the stand.
Yeah, might have just blown some people's eardrums out on that one. Is there a bad echo? Okay.
I'm gonna put headphones in.
Is it on? Yeah, this could be because I have two. Because I have two mics going. I'm trying to figure out if I can get the two mic thing going, but it doesn't sound like it's working.
How's this? Better?
No, here. All right, is that better? Tell me.
Put headphones in too.
It's coming from my side in the Dragon Cave. Okay, good now. Separate mic. Yes, Dothan. Garfield. All right, way better. Okay. Yeah, I was trying the new dual mic thing so I can have this system of the audio getting a little better, but I can't hear what the hell I'm saying aside from what I'm saying out of my own mouth into my own ears. So what you guys hear is yeah, okay, great. I'm glad that good test. Dueling piano mics. All right, so now I'm going to move this one out of here. See ya. We don't need that one anymore. And no, Brian, Kyle has not been banished for poor performance. But we are going to get into that today. Archie goes, well, it's going to be harder to grill Kyle if he's not there in person. And I go, well, yeah, except I control the narrative because I can just mute him if things go crazy. So let me move this mic. Stand by. All right, Kyle, give me an audio check.
Check.
Hold on.
How we doing?
Yep. I'll move you right here. All right. So, let's get into this from the top again. This is going to be a really exciting episode. I'm excited about it. Obviously, Dynasty just won. You can take the title. Dynasty sucks. However you like, Dynasty won again. They suck. Or kind of like the Spick and Span show sucks.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. That was actually funny. That was Kyle's one too. And celebrating the first super chat from Carnivore Actual. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support.
Also, some big news too. Locally.
Yeah.
To share.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to
drop before the show.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to the bottom of it a little bit here. I'm getting the man behind the curtain over there is not the most talkative, but just got word today, like very, very recently, that it appears as though the Victory Paintball Park is going to be closing. I'm not totally sure exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of sad news if that's really the case, and who knows? You know, it's on a military base, but that could have something to do with it. But yeah, we're gonna try to get to the bottom of it and get you guys as much information as we possibly can, as soon as we possibly can, whenever we hear from the source again. So
there was an updated post. I just read it before you called me.
All right, let's hear it. What do we got?
Let me pull it up.
And yeah, so as we're thank you Nick SLOWIAK for the membership. Thank you Carnivore Actual for joining the show. I'm gonna put your name right now onto the wheel of names. Every show we go ahead and spin a wheel a handful of times and give away a ton of good stuff, courtesy of all of our amazing sponsors for the show. You can see them all up here to my left. We got HK Army, Matrix Gear, and Gen X Sports. Gen X came out big at the event. I know that we were pumping their pod deal. They sold out of pods on Wednesday, I think, or like Thursday afternoon. So I talked to Arfin. I think he's going to have to bring some more pods out to the event for the next one. But HK came in big. I've got a box of stuff. We're waiting. Actually, they just shipped a matching. We've got this laser barrel kit and a matching reg as well that we're going to be giving away this month. So I believe it's in transit still. So as soon as I give it, so starting next week, we'll be giving away this stuff here, courtesy of HK Army. We've got goggles to give away. We've got a pack to give away. We've got I'm going to give away this fanny pack today, another hat, and we got a box of stuff over here. We are absolutely loaded up with HK stuff right now. So yeah, hit me.
I'm going to read this post. It was posted by the Paintball Park Not Victories Instagram. But it said, Camp Pendleton Paintball Park closing permanently June 3rd with a heavy heart filled with gratitude and appreciation. The Camp Pendleton Paintball Park will close its doors June 3rd. The paintball park has been on base for over 2 decades and overcome many obstacles, including a U.S. financial meltdown, a fire that took out half of the park and building, a relocation and rebuild, of course, a worldwide pandemic. Unfortunately, the last hurdle became just too high. With a drastic decrease in business, along with an increase to base security, the park is no longer a viable business. This includes the tournament side and airsoft operations. And there was a quote from Sean Walker. I mean, it's just more basic. That was like the kind of most important stuff with that post. But I mean, I could see that. Definitely the base security could have an effect on bringing outside business in, just with the need for escorts on the base.
Yeah. I mean, if none of you have ever been there, it got much tighter. I mean, I've been playing at Pendleton since they were at the original place. I played there at a Great Western in 1997 or 98. Man, that field has been here obviously for over 2 decades. Big bummer, because I know Fran has put a ton of time into rehabbing and giving it quite the facelift. And the tournament park is pretty nice. I mean, they've got 4 pristine fields and house to like lots and lots of tournament players out here in San Diego. So it's going to be a big blow to the local tournament scene out here. So that's a big bummer, man. Yeah, real big bummer. And that's going to also be tough for the Ironmen. Now the Ironmen are going to have to figure out where to go. I think ASG will probably get a lot more business. I do know that Giant Party Sports out in the Alpine area. I think, what's the name? Mixay. I think one of you guys are a supporter here.
Dude, it's time we lift that field up.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of space out there, and it's about almost the same distance, I'd say, for us.
Yeah,
out there it is a Pendleton.
Yeah, it's just east. It's kind of a nice little area too. You know, we could hit the casinos while we're out there, maybe.
Might have to get Bear on the horn.
Tell him. It's okay, everybody. Don't get not right this second, but yeah, I'll definitely have to talk to Bear about that. It'd be interesting to see what the Ironmen are going to do. I know that they did just practice up at Dave Bainsfield up at CEP against Impact, not recently, so or just recently at the last practice, so maybe. But, you know, the Ironmen have, like, 80%. I don't think any of their roster really lives in San Diego proper, do they? Al, really. They got L.A., Northern L.A.
Well, some of the newer kids do.
No, I think they're all from L.A.
Oh yeah.
They're all from like
They are
Oxford.
the LA Ironman.
They are the LA Ironmen, not the San Diego Ironmen. We're the San Diego team, guys. So anyway, yeah, we'll this is a fluid situation. We'll try to get some details for you guys, and see what we got, see what we can give you. And then also we did get a little. Kyle, can we get a little tour of your spot right now? Let's give us. Did you get the one on Rainy Street, the discounted rate for possibly living next to a serial killer?
Yeah, so I was Ryan and I and Archie were at this beautiful park. What is it, Barton Springs? Yesterday, and I was like, man, I kind of want to stay for a couple days. And Ryan's like, you can just call in for the show tomorrow. So I was looking at hotels, like they're kind of expensive, and I found this insane Airbnb for $90, but it's pretty cool. Awesome view of the city. Nice little apartment.
Yeah, is it 1 bedroom or 2?
It's 1 bedroom.
Yeah, that place is sick.
It's awesome. Perfect little setup.
Wow. I mean, for $90 a night, you could live there for the whole month for cheaper than pretty much here.
Yeah, I was like surprised at how and it's perfect. Like, great setup. Everything you need.
Yeah.
Nice decor. Awesome pool on the roof. Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Hey, but the caveat is you can't really go out after 10 p.m. because there's a serial killer on the loose.
Yes,
Allegedly. But, you know, it's a good deal. So you just gotta, you know, I don't know. I don't know if anybody has actually been paying attention or following that, but I think there's been a handful of suspicious, ill-fallen deaths that have occurred all on this one street in Austin, and yeah. Dan Shelley goes, stay far away. So Dan, he's staying on that street.
Last night I was getting some groceries at the little market right there, and it was like 10:30, and the girl's like, "You gonna be able to carry all this stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got it." And she was like, "Well, you're not gonna be able to run fast, and you know what's around here, and you fit the demographic, so be careful." Thanks. It was funny.
Oh no. Yeah, just stay strapped. Verbal, he is not strapped.
Yeah.
Ladybird Lake stays stacking bodies.
I should just take my paintball gun aired up.
Yeah, that's pretty inconspicuous.
But I can see all the action up here, like I'm Batman, looking down on the city.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said you could be a crime fighter. Just get up there in your little perch up there.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of you guys asking up in the comments. Real quick, also big thanks to Tiptoe JT. I'm gonna give you let's give you an air horn right there for the donation. We appreciate you.
Couple of people asking about Archie too.
Yep. That's let's just talk about that right now. Yeah. He's just got a pulled hamstring. Nothing too.
Just
bad?
wanted to just a nice flex, could have played, but I just wanted to show the depth of the team.
He also has a wedding this month, and he's got to be able to walk down the aisle. So it's just like kind of, yeah. I mean, that was actually a cool, and I mentioned it to Camille, and she's like, "Wow, was it like, you know, how'd you guys play?" I mean, obviously we played well, but I'm like, dude, we won, and Archie didn't even play in the finals. And you know, I would say he's like our best guy.
Oh, sorry, keep going.
No. I mean, just everybody rose to the occasion. So it's funny because even when they were talking about giving the golden barrel to somebody, it was like a lot of deliberation because everybody played so well. I can make an easy argument for every single person that was on the field during that final match or even throughout the event. I mean, Chris played lights out, and we're going to get into a little bit about how the field played and kind of what you guys can do and to put some winning game plans together. I've got a scenario popped up from Ray Escobar as well. But you know, Blake, dude, we were talking about it, and we were down a bunch of different big matches. The X Factor match, the overtime point, pretty much like when we were down one body or something like that, Blake would always hit that crucial shot to get us back in the game. But it was the crucial shot on one of the best guys. So it was always like shooting Billy, shooting Chad, and it was multiple times. Speaking of Blake, I see you in the chat here. He gave us some of his Brute tallow bar soap. I just wrote this down here for notes, but if you guys want some organic soap, he's going to give one of those things away, courtesy of Brute. And he's also given us, you guys, a discount code for Brute. Blake, do you want to put it into the chat? You go to Brute's website, you type in Spick and Span in the promo code. I believe it's 10% off. So, yeah. And, Joe, I got a minor, not a major, a minor. I haven't gotten a major in tournament paintball since PSP Dallas 2013 or something like that.
I don't believe that's accurate.
What? Major?
That whatever that you just said that was false.
2015, 2013? I
Dude,
remember.
No chance. You definitely got a major before.
A major? No.
A major penalty?
I got a major for yelling at who knows who for unsportsmanlike conduct. I got a major.
When you were standing up for me?
Yeah, when I was standing up for you for bonus balling Archie. That one time.
One ball.
The one ball
Look
in his
at
back.
that. Tell you how the tables have turned full circle.
Yep. Yeah. So, no, I don't get majors. That I recall. I'm pretty sure the last one and it hit me in the top of the loader, sprayed on my head. Anyway, so I got a minor in the heat match I got clipped in the pack going to that can. The only time I got shot going to that can the entire event. Hit me in the pack right there. So good shooting. Good shooting from I believe that was Dizon played the back center for them.
Yeah.
And Death and Garfield, yes. When my gun was ramping at 25 balls a second, I put new batteries in my shocker back when we were using shockers and we were playing excessive. And I ran to the snake, and the first thing I did is I popped up and I pulled the trigger, and my gun was shooting max rate of fire. And every single ball that I shot out of my gun hit Davey Williamson. You like that?
Yeah, Alex said he hasn't got a major since 04.
Alex?
Yeah. You guys are strong performance. No penalties. Look at that.
That's what I say about that. Okay. I think Alex got a major at this event, didn't he?
Maybe.
Yeah, don't know about that one, Al.
I wanted to say too, going back to where it's like hard to choose a MVP. You know, Rav, Malice, and I were talking about that the other night. That it's kind of like it's a new era of paintball that we're in, where it's like, and we've talked about it before, but there's not like one superstar for the whole event. You know, I think Archie had some insane snake-sided performances last year, but besides that, like, you need everyone firing at different moments. Everybody has to step up. It's like a full team game. I feel like has been kind of like the meta for the last, like, you know, the recent couple of years.
Oh yeah, man, it's tough, dude. It's like that level of play. I mean, sometimes it's pretty cut and dry who wins it, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, Marcelo was the clear like the front runner like in the last event. Like there was no ifs, ands, or buts about who was getting the MVP of the last event.
I want to say something too. Bobby Kramer just wrote, because I got a penalty when I was like diving into the at Snake Side Aztec, the God bunker. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I didn't get hit. Like no one shot at me when I got in there. No one shot at me. And I got pulled for like it looked like rub on my loader, but it had some streaks through it. And Clint actually just messaged me and he went back. He watched the thing, and I ran by the can in front of the can. My loader scraped it just slightly and made it look like a hit, which I ended up getting a penalty for that. But it's funny because when we were practicing you guys on Thursday, Skinny told me that. He's like, hey, when you ran up against that can, your shoulder hit a little bit and it looked like a hit.
Oh.
So, yeah.
And we did kind of talk about that, running to that spot specifically. You want to be as tight to that can as possible and try to like dive right at it. So you're underneath that tall guy's shot right around that thing. So that's that's a tough spot. I mean, it's funny actually because I was talking to the BLASTCAMP guys and Virgil and his guys. We're actually, Blake and I are headed out to BLASTCAMP. For those of you watching, anybody in the Chicagoland, upper Midwest area, Blake and I are going to be doing a clinic this weekend at BLASTCAMP. Still some spots available. Make sure you guys sign up. And I was talking to them, and I watched their last match against PB Fit. They've taken second place to PB Fit the last 2 events, but I was watching it. The difference in the semi-pro and like how guys are, crispy guys are running to those cans and whatnot. And they were saying like, oh yeah, we got shot a couple times that our 2s were getting shot. And it's crazy to like, as you progress up the ranks, right? I think for the most part, everybody who's watching this, you guys could all just run and shoot to those 2 cans outside of the back center without any issue, right? Most guys aren't going to get shot doing that. But, I mean, I was gun as far back as reach as I can, sprinting to that can, and I could just feel paint going right over my shoulder. And the BLASTCAMP guys are saying, like, they lost those dudes a lot. And I was watching the semi-pro match and all the other divisional matches right before us. Big congrats also to New York Wrecking Crew, and Will Newberry crushed it in overtime, I think it was. Will Newberry got the MVP for the Wrecking Crew in D2, D3.
D2, I believe that
D2, was. Yeah, dude, great playing from those kids. But yeah, back to I was watching the final match with the semi-pro guys, and they're like running and shooting to the God bunker. Like, dude, must be nice, man. And it's really crazy because that interior shot, and I wanna give props to A-Rod, and Marcelo especially. Those dudes are so good at hitting those inside cans with that, just the whip shot right away. And that's something that A-Rod always practiced. And it makes, like, if you can take the interior shots away, those dudes are almost more important than that front guy. You shoot Tyler off the break, you shoot me off the break, it puts the rest of the guys out of position moving on those sides. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I don't know, who'd you guys have playing the that side?
On the snake side?
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of split between J-Rab, Mark Johnson, and A-Rod. Shooting from there. Okay.
Big props and shout out though to Mark Johnson. I saw him pull out 2 huge Dude, points. He was on fire.
He's playing good.
He was on fire. The Russians game, when it was the 2-on-1, he shot Malloy. Malloy was in your snake or in the 50 snake. Mark made a counter punch down the Dorito side, running to Dorito 1, shooting cross body, and shot Malloy in the arm, and then bunkered whoever that was in the middle.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at a video here. So I got a video of you and your penalty. Hold on, I can pull this up real quick. I don't see the hit though.
It's like barely on my loader.
Let's see it here. I'm gonna pull it up. Jason Trojan, shout out to Jason Trojan's in the house right now. Let's see if we can find it right now.
Jason's watching?
I believe so. He just sent me the
video of me?
Yeah, here it is.
I don't really get to see paint run full out every now and then.
I'm sorry.
Well, he's still like an athlete. You can tell he's got some wheels on him.
Well, I didn't catch that. All right, so we're zoomed in here. There's nothing on your loader here.
Yes, it's right there.
And then you come through right here, and it's that little bit on the top of your loader, the rub on his hopper. Dude, get out.
Dang, man. I was even confused. I was like, maybe I was shot. I don't know, but there's no possible way I got shot right there. So that makes me feel better.
There was not an apology, but you're not really allowed to apologize when you're a ref. It's just there's rub on the old hop, rub on the hop. Yeah, and Carnivore, we're gonna talk a little bit more about Mikey here in a second, as well. But no, really cool. Thanks, Jason. I appreciate you showing that to us as well. Oh wow, huh? We're getting all
What do you
sorts
got,
of
some
news.
Breaking news.
Some breaking news, possibly. Trent Nita possibly not playing with the Ironman any longer. That was kind of a question. Did you hear that?
No, I haven't heard that. But do you think it's because the field victory's closing, so he's sad?
Maybe he's just sad. Yeah, Damien comes in and his pee break number 1. He just came,
right off the break.
Just right up the break and went pee. I like that. Deputy Bubble Bath is here in the house. I think he brought ice cream, which is nice. We're gonna have a little party. And I know I saw Michael Jackson's comment or question rather about the number 2 moves and delays, the good and bad. This is about moving to secondary positions. I'm not totally sure, but we'll try to get a little bit more about that to figure out what's going on and how that went down. What up? Okay, we got some news. We got some news coming through. Damien, so what's going on? What happened?
What up, dude?
What are you up to?
Dude, I'm living the good life.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah.
Give us some stories. Tell us some stories while I check out this news.
I got it. What are you checking out? What is it you're checking out?
Well, just some news, but I'm just letting you.
What up, dude? Where you at?
I'm in Austin. I stayed.
Oh, nice.
Look at this.
He's got an apartment downtown now. He moved out.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like as soon as I saw it, like when I checked it in, like when I got to Trader Joe's,
Just
I thought about it.
lick the chocolate off your teeth.
What were you saying?
No, dude, that's sick. You like it there?
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, I couldn't beat it. Like I was looking at hotels. I was like, oh, it's kind of expensive. And then I saw this for $90. I was like, this is great.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Dude, when are you coming back?
Thursday.
Nice. Yeah, dude, I don't really have any like crazy good stories.
Tell me about your experience at the event, the Dorito side.
Oh, the event.
Well, I don't know. Just tell me any story. What happened
Dude.
at work today? You could start there if nothing happened. Then
Yeah. I don't think anything happened very exciting today at work.
you didn't sit on any night six.
We
or
learned
anything?
about diversity,
Okay.
cultural diversity, and racial profiling. That's what we learned. And yeah, I'm the fastest person there, which is great. And then, as far as the event, dude, the event was like so bad for me. I got there like on Saturday morning. It was like pretty much like a red-eye flight. I slept like an hour, and I was just dead, and I just didn't have it in me to play at all. So I played like doo-doo. So I played like 3 or 4 points, and I was like, all right, I'm not feeding it. So that happened. Then Sunday came around, and
So wait, does your team plays Friday and you come in Saturday?
Yeah. So I'm already coming in like at a disadvantage. And even though like I know all those guys like super well, like it's still coming into like this whole dynamic that I don't know. It's just weird. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll see how it goes. It was pretty crappy. We lost in the first round on Sunday against an East Coast team. But yeah, I don't know. Dude, it's gonna be tough, dude. Has won both events, so we need him to do poorly in one event.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or think of this. Or you guys just need to do well in one event.
Yeah.
Dude, you got it.
I know. It's just like hopefully every other team really sucks so we can get a win. That's not how you should really play.
No.
That's not like our. That's not like our play. Like,
I'm
dude,
just saying but think about this. If we get a first place and they continue getting first place, it's irrelevant.
Well, it's not irrelevant. It's called growth.
Well, we're all about growth.
Okay, good. Excellent.
How are you both gonna get first place?
You never know.
Hold on, we gotta
Split it.
Yeah. Who are you calling?
We're gonna get Alex in here right now at the 4:30 mark.
What happens? You just if you overtime stalemate off one-on-ones.
Nah, girls. Yeah. You want one?
How long do you think they would? How long do you think that they would allow one-on-ones to play if they kept stalemating each one-on-one?
What are you eating?
Ice cream cones, dude.
Mini ice cream cones?
Yeah, they're so good.
Dang, bro.
Yeah, we're loaded up out here on the Spick Span show. Damien
Eat
eats
it faster.
Damien
Ready?
eats
Go. Headband for whoever gets eats it faster.
Oh.
Alex, what do you think?
Damien, you win, dude.
Oh.
Man, you suck, dude.
Speaking of Damien winning,
One-on-one? I don't know, man.
How many one-on-ones till they're like, all right, we got to postpone this till
Like
tomorrow?
if you went through the whole roster?
Like, no, like that tennis match that went for 3 days because nobody could win. Like, if it's just like, all right, we're at 30 one-on-ones. We got to start this next match. So we'll start back on the one-on-ones tomorrow.
That'd be awesome. The way to do that is you got to win by 2.
Yeah.
That's the way they should have one-on-one shootout. Or just get rid of overtime and you do one-on-one shootouts, but you got to win by 2. That'll be way more exciting.
Yeah, it would be.
What do you think, Ren?
I like it.
Yeah, what do you think?
You suck at one-on-one.
I know. Yeah, I just actually, it's not. Yeah, I just hope that the other person sucks more than me when I'm playing these. When I'm
Seems
playing
like that's kind of
that's how you do it.
I can see like where you're going with that.
Okay, two big announcements. Okay, here on the Spick Span show, Trent Nita cut from Ironman, and Harris Hussein quit Russian Legion.
I say Harris goes to ML Kings.
Yeah, I think he should have gone to ML Kings to begin with, or at least had a deal in place with the Russians that he was actually going to get playing time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'll play on ML Kings and he'll help them.
Yeah, I think he'll play on ML Kings and help them too. So, you're absolutely right.
So what's going on with you guys, Kyle? What's the story of your event? I mean, I didn't watch it too closely.
That's on the
but
list here.
I
Let's
did
get to
see
it right
it.
now.
I mean, I think Mouse really was, man. I mean, probably the only person out there that I feel like really understood how to play the snake other than me. Except I don't have his body. Is the problem?
Yeah, you do. Come on.
If I got to start in there, it would be a different story. But
Like Chicago last year.
unfortunately, that's not the case.
2 years ago.
But so give me the rundown because you were playing the snake in practice against us. And you were doing well, and I feel like we split points, and it was going well. But then it seemed like you lost that first match, and then the game plan kind of got thrown out the window.
Well, the reason some of those changes were made is because we thought that the Dorito side might play a little bit faster than it did, and having Mouse on the Dorito side with EJ and I kind of splitting on the snake attack would be better. But then Mouse wasn't able to, obviously how that Dorito side played out, the Dorito side wasn't a game changer a lot, so we figured bring Mouse over to the snake side. And I think we just, like, as we were going through the tournament, we weren't really sure like what speed was best for us as far as like a super aggressive snake or playing like a methodical game, which I think is that snake. Yeah, sometimes you could go like exploit and get a bunch of kills, but I think there was like a fine balance of it. You weren't always getting that. It's like, especially as the tournament progressed, you could get down the snake, but like you weren't getting all these free kills like some of the practices were. And Damage showed us that the first match because they basically said, let us have the 50 snake, and then we'd get there and there was no one to shoot. And that same thing happened when we played the Hurricanes. That you kind of had to like be extra risky, kind of go into their snake to exploit and get all those extra guys, which was like a dangerous game. Besides that, I think we had some lucky things that happened to us. I'm not trying to excuse it, but like bouncing guys in pivotal points or just losing points that we shouldn't have lost. And I think it like kind of comes down to us just being more organized, on and off the field and with our game plans. And coaching comes into play a little bit too. Having a little bit more fine-tuned strategy, I think, was something that maybe we were a little bit inconsistent with. So I don't know. It is tough. I don't want to like go into like all the details of it, but definitely like shouldn't be performing like that. So there's not really, I can't excuse it.
And shout out to Mark Johnson too. I heard Ryan talking about his performance earlier. I did see him pull back some points, and in my head, I could see him saying like, "Fuck these pretty boys, I'll do it myself." Pretty rad, right? Like, I'm definitely feeling that attitude from him. So
Orlando said something too. Like, I was playing the 2 a lot on the snake side, but Rab wasn't as comfortable with. And he was playing good as the 2, and he didn't really want to do that back center job. And I didn't really have the best shot and needed some height, I think, on that back center shot. So it kind of like ended up we just stuck with Mouse on there. I hadn't played the Dorito side at all, and we had Clint was doing a good job over there. So, kind of that's how it came down to like who our starting five was. Shout out to Andy too. Andy played insane with that in that tall tower. He was just like our solid rock.
Yeah, he played well against us in practice. He got me twice.
Yeah, and just kind of going.
Hey, there's a unicorn in there. There's a unicorn on the show.
He's talking about you.
Hey,
are you happy that Dad's home? Yeah. We were talking about it with the layout, like on just kind of the mentality behind how to play the field, and it looked like and for those of you guys who still have to play a lot of paintball on this layout, for us, one of the biggest things that we had to our success is having the last man standing on the snake side, right? And more so, and moreover on that is like sometimes we would blow out the entire snake side, but no one could get by that wedge guy, and it takes a really good symbiotic play between the number 1 player and the number 2 player. And even if the number 1 player dies, so when Mikey dies and I get in the snake, or Yosh comes behind me, right? Or Archie goes in and I go behind him. And what's really important is instead of trying to win that gunfight from the 50 with either the tall can or that wedge, because the wedge just watches that 50 snake, you need to get your other snake guy out behind him and really work the shot on the inside there, and help him out. And I think that's where, kind of in watching some of the games, Kyle, that you guys were playing, Mouse would get in there and try to win that gunfight right away and either get clipped somewhere down the inside or lose the gunfight heads up, and you just didn't have a third body ready to go in there. And then J-Rab would kind of go in and not win that gunfight because it's such a hard one-on-one fight to win, especially with the pressure on the inside. So I feel like that's something that was really, really tricky to really master. And a lot of times we would get our wedge guy. If we lost one guy off the snake side or 2 guys off the snake side, our wedge guy would come back and still jam down in that snake. And that's one of the things that really helped us to win some of the games. And in that final match against Heat, they put two bodies on the snake side a lot, on the Dorito side. And as soon as you put a second body on the Dorito side and then have that center tower on the cross, that means you're essentially putting 3 guys over on that Dorito side, and you're way too light-handed on the snake. They literally had Chad and Tyler, and that was it. And we had me, Mikey, or Alex in the 1 point, and then also Blake and Yosh. So we had 3 guys dedicated to turning that corner. And as soon as we shot Chad out, it was usually a 3-on-1 against Tyler. And Heat didn't have the extra bodies to come over there and start in that wedge like every point to slow us down. So I think that's one of the things that really hurt them against us is just not having the last man standing. We kind of realized that by doing those island drills, right? We did a bunch of island.
Where you were, dude. Ryan Smith was in that wedge almost every game.
Nah.
I want to say something too, and Ryan, you might contest to this with like how that last WC PPO layout played. That I kind of feel like the way a lot of the fields have been breaking down is like you want to obviously go strong on that side that's the better side of the field. Like for instance, that side I thought that layout was the Dorito side. So you almost have to have that like third body kind of like swinging to that side, making sure those guys that are on like the more defensive like side that kind of cancels out, they're good. And then you have to like coordinate to go switch and win that side quickly before that the other side can kind of turn it on you. I feel like that's been happening a lot more lately is like, when is that third body know that, okay, that side's good over there, I'm going to switch and let's go win the game with the 3 over there. And if it doesn't work, you still have that extra third body like you're talking about is that last guy, you know?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And that's why I gotta give it to Chris Shear. Aside from that X Factor match where we got 2 back-to-back minors, I mean, dude, he was invincible over there, right? And we had the best route. We had that special little route in between the corner and that Dorito 1. We would slide out there, and you can choose at that point wherever you wanted to go. And he took that.
Kyle, Chris here was like on Saturday night at our meeting. He's like, I'm just getting out there wherever I want to go. It's easy. I'm like, dude, you better check yourself, bro. You got 3 penalties on Sunday running out there.
I would never expect him to say that, but he doesn't usually say stuff like that, so that's probably good.
I told him to boost.
I went to a tournament saying that. And I
How about my day, dude? I go out there on Sunday. I'm like, all right, I thought I was playing pretty well. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be in the rotation. Fucking no points against ML Kings, no points against Hurricanes. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'm not playing today. So I go in the after the semis. I'm like, no points against X Factor. Go like that big break. I'm like, go to the HORMESIS booth. I'm chilling, drinking a couple Lover Boys. Shout out to Michael Jackson. Those things are good, by the way.
So good.
I get there. We're playing. It's 3-3 in the finals, and there's like 3 minutes left. I'm like, Blake comes into the pit, and I'm like wiping him off and filling up his gun, and Skinny looks over me. I'm filling up Blake's gun at the thing. He's like, "You're in." I'm like, "Where's my?" I was like, "Where's my stuff?" You know.
I have socks on.
Yeah.
Alex goes, so Skinny, what's up? Am I just not playing anymore? I need to know. And he's like, just be ready to play. He goes, well, I am ready to play, but like, do I need to put my gear on?
Oh man.
And then
Wait, can we rewind a little bit?
Yeah.
Ryan saying he hasn't got a major in like 7 years.
Yeah,
I
you
think
got
that's
one.
baloney.
when?
You got a penalty.
I got a minor.
Oh, it was just a minor.
I will say this about Ryan. Like, Ryan definitely does not play the gray. Like, he is probably the cleanest player I've ever been around. Like, you know, I will say, like, you know, in my time, I push it and I, you know, ride that line a lot of the time. But Ryan definitely has always, since I met him, have been a pretty straight up player. And when he gets penalties, I'm not to say that he doesn't deserve them. He probably just is and doesn't know he shot, right? Like the one he got this weekend was like a pack hit going to the California, which a lot of guys got, right? Like you get clipped in the pack, you go there, you start playing. Yeah, that's a penalty, but it's not like, I don't consider that like really like intentionally playing on. It's just kind of an inadvertent thing.
Who would you say is the cleaner player, Ryan or Harrison Fry?
No.
Harrison, for sure.
Flop like a fish.
Harrison always looks like he's cheating, no matter what. No, even if he's not. He's always just like flopping around. You're like, no one's even shooting at him, and he's like,
And white.
He plays like I dance.
What was that
Yeah,
last
actually.
year where he got bounced in the goggles? He tried to like do a little sweep. We're like, oh, damn, that bounce. You're good.
Did you see that one? Verbal posted of me getting bounced in the arm.
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy was 2 feet away from me.
Yeah, Voltanium.
Yeah, I checked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he's like, oh, I'll just not look at this guy anymore that's right in front of me.
Yeah, he shot you and goes, and then look the other way. Yeah. Hey, I say this in pretty much every one of my
That's
clinics.
disrespectful, dude. If you're in the snake with me, you fucking look at me.
Hey, actually, that's really funny, Alex. I say this pretty much at every one of my clinics. I try to draw parallels to all the guys that play on the team whenever we're teaching. But I'm like, look, you guys, if there's somebody right in front of you, bunker that person, right? We do a drill where it's like 2-on-2s and you're really close. I try to make people feel as uncomfortable as possible. It's playing in uncomfortable positions. Like, look, if you can take that guy out of the position, because what you want to do every time is you want to be the one bunkering people, not the one getting bunkered.
Yeah.
Right? And I just take it from Alex Fragy. He rarely ever gets bunkered. Alex never really gets bunkered. Only sometimes. I bunker him a handful of times because I'm just more elusive than he
if I'm
is.
the last guy and I'm like, or I'm like the last 2 guys and I'm holding a zone, I'm not gonna leave my wingman. I'll take it in the back before I.
Or if you're playing against me, but
maybe Oliver. Oliver has the sand to bunker me, but not you.
dude, the same.
Dude, he's calling you
I-
out.
I don't know why I just remembered this, but I was laughing. Talking about Ryan cleanliness on the field here. The time that Thomas shot him and it like went through his headband and didn't like leave anything, and then after the match, Thomas was a little heated and he went up to Ryan and he's like, "Just so you know, God is watching you cheat." And I'm like,
No.
Thomas,
No.
what about yourself?
Kyle
Dude, I
Santos.
love Thomas, bro. We had a great interaction this weekend on the field.
Yeah, they were laughing at each other when they were shooting each
Well,
other.
no. So the first time he comes down and he's like in our snake, and he pops out and I see him. Right, I'm wrapped around. He pops out and I see him and I like whip shot real quick and shoot him, and then he shoots me. And it's like probably like in real time, it's the ref has to call it a trade out, right? But I feel like I shot him first, so I was like penalty, and then he's like, yeah, baby, and I'm like, I just start laughing, right? And I'm right in front of the infamous pit, and they all start laughing in there too. And then we got into it again. And the second time, we're winning the point, and I'm crawling down on him. And this is after that. So it was really windy, and one of the points right before this, the backstop to the starting gate hit the buzzer, and it stopped the point right in the middle of the point. It was 3-on-3.
Wow.
And then Marcelo thought the point was over and started walking off the field. And I was like, no, it's still going. Like, I realized that, like, why would the buzzer go off when it's 3-on-3? So Marcelo, like, ended up out of position, and I traded out, and we ended up losing the point. Because Marcelo was in a weird spot and tried to make a fill. And then next point, I call down the snake, and Thomas is like one of the last guys, and somebody shoots him from the inside, and they infamous blows the buzzer. And then Thomas comes walking out, and I just bonus ball the crap out of him. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Dude, I gotta make sure. I don't know if it's a real buzzer." He's like,
"Oh man." What were you about to say before that, Ryan?
Who knows?
By the way, shout out to Patch Vincent. He gave me this bottle of black cherry vodka.
Are you gonna drink it now?
Succulent cherries are used to create this authentic spirit that can be enjoyed neat over ice or in
on the
cocktails
Spick
with
Span.
friends.
Dude, take a shot of it right now.
My friend, but I'm gonna go ahead and
crack her open.
It's always cocktail hour on the Spick and Span show with Alex on.
Yeah, baby. It's the only way I can get through this.
Funny thing too in that first game against Damage. Jared's like, can you go around the 50? And I'm like, couldn't go. And then he's like, we go back and we watch the film, and you can see me like looking around the tape of the 50. And Rainey was in the can, and he was looking at me too. We were both just looking at each other, and we had this like little mini conversation. He's like, if you try to crawl around that thing, I'm gonna pick my gun up and shoot you. And I couldn't pick my gun up because he just hide from it. But it was funny. Like, I talked to him the next day, and he's like, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. and he's holding the top of that. It was so windy. He's holding the top of that little spot cover-up bunker because it's just so windy. It's going. He's just holding it in place.
Oh, he was in the can.
In that snake side can.
Yeah, dude, I'll tell you what, the guys who were able to play that wedge on the snake side and hold that, like Blake and everybody, just sit here for 6 minutes just sitting in this position.
So
like it will,
and
dude,
try to just guess.
Yeah, it's like whack-a-mole. I felt like
That's
that
why I'm so surprised people didn't make that move around that snake 50 corner more often.
They just didn't have the sand.
That move was there. If you roll it back, that move was there so much early on in points, especially like Chad George would come down there. If you watch it, if he would have just crawled around there, he would have just blown us to pieces and gone not to the outside one, but around into the knuckle, right? Like that was my plan, except I picked that stupid gunfight across the field, and I was halfway in the bag from drinking those Lover Boys. But I don't know if Patch has tried this stuff, but it literally takes like Dimetap.
Wait, but hold on one second about that.
That's like talking to you.
What is Dynatap?
Where a lot of like the mastery in the pro level comes in is like that was a huge calculated risk because sometimes you would go around that thing and just completely get annihilated and not take anyone.
No, you wouldn't though. You wouldn't get annihilated. The only time you got annihilated is if you crawled sideways towards the wedge on the outside.
No, but what I'm saying is like a lot of times, even if you were able to get around it safely, like they knew and to come up and try to shoot guys with it wasn't always successful.
Nah. I don't know, man. I saw very few people do that move all the way to the little knuckle. And also, a lot of people want to have control of the gunfight, right? Like, guys like, I feel like guys like Ryan, Archie, Tyler, certain players want to know before they do it. So they don't take that risk of not knowing and just going, take the chance of the guy being in a spot in that snake that they were unready for and just getting their brains blown apart.
So yeah, I would have gladly taken it. I was practicing the snake at every point I played this weekend.
I'm not criticizing you, dude. I'm not criticizing you. You played great. I'm just saying
it was a new experience to me.
A little bit. It's like guys like Ryan, Archie, Yosh, Blake, Damien. They don't know how to play the snake. Like
guys like Archie, Ryan, Chad George.
Ryan just looked like he was dying every time he would dive into the snake.
Who else is really good? Brown. Yeah. The Edwards brothers. Yeah, those guys don't really know what they're doing.
Yeah, Corey Field, Nick SLOWIAK, none of those guys are really good.
Dude, whatever, bro. I mean, this shit is. I mean, it's borderline. I mean, I appreciate the sentiment, but this shit's borderline undrinkable.
Is it really?
And you're having it neat?
I'm having it neat, like I recommended on the bottle.
Yeah, I've got the marmalade version of it in my bag. Well, I'm scared.
It needs to be over ice.
Dude, you gotta take a shot.
It's a funny way to call something that tastes like gasoline. You're like, I'm gonna have it neat.
Why
This doesn't even taste like gasoline.
Why do you guys know what gasoline tastes like?
Well, we don't. It's just like
Okay, well, you can't make that assumption on gasoline.
What do you call that shit?
Tastes
Codeine.
right.
It tastes like codeine.
What do you think gasoline tastes like, Daniel?
Oh, there's no comparison there because if you've
Well, I
never
don't know.
tried gasoline, you can't compare it to something.
I mean,
Think about
By
this.
the
This is like
go
next
check
level
out-
right here.
Go check out Damien's shots on HORMESIS Attire Instagram page. Dude, you look like the king of Havana, bro.
Dude, you heard that?
Yeah, I mean, you do look like the king of
Shout
Havana.
out, and if you don't follow Anchors Away, Philip Swindle, who's our photographer, I mean, mastery.
Dude, he's awesome. Yeah, he's awesome.
And back to the snake conversation topics, I do want to point this out too. And Alex, you mentioned it at the dinner right when you snubbed me. Is Mafia just posted it up here, dude? Yosh in the snake. So first of all, I was playing the number 2, and always the plan was like when the guy gets to the god, you're looking at the guy in the snake going, please Mikey, or I'm thinking please Mikey or please Archie, crawl around that thing, and I'm gonna slide into snake one. I'll take over the easy part. Never like I don't want to be the one that like has to dive in there and make something happen, right?
I mean, you know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I know what you're doing. You're going in. I'm going in. So he said that. So hold on, we'll get to that in a second. But so I was sitting there on the cross. We lost Archie or Mikey, the first guy, and I'm like shooting around the cross, and I'm like, Yosh, hey, do you want to come in or do you want me to go? And he didn't answer me, and I go, actually, Yosh, I've got the Doritos, and you can go, man. And dude, Yosh crawls in, goes right to the 50, and then smokes the guy in that wedge, fucking right away, dude. First,
Yeah, he was
first
channeling
trip.
me, dude. He's not a coward like most people.
Yeah. So we're in, what was it? Let's see, point. It's 2-3. We're down by 1 to heat, and Mikey. This is when Mikey needed a breather, and Kevin's like, "All right, Alex, you're in."
Dude, that's hilarious.
and Alex gets into snake 1, and we're yelling, "The 50 snake is hot. 50 snake's hot." And this is the conversation. He's looking at Blake. Blake's in the wedge, and Alex is in snake 1. He goes, "Blake, I'm going in." Crawls down and bunkers Chad out right then. That was a good one too. That was actually.
I blew it though, bro. Fedorov.
Yeah, you got horny.
Yeah, you did.
After, man. And I had the whole thing planned out in my head. I was gonna do it, and I just got greedy.
Actually, good point that you made, and thanks also for not sharing this little piece of intel that you had until after the tournament was over. But definitely could have helped me and the snake or any of the other teammates of ours to win the tournament a little bit easier. Another note to self for you teammates is share the experience. You're not just holding on to the secrets for yourself. So you get to like, just in case the coach calls you up.
Just in case.
Yeah. So Alex is probably
got to save something if he gets a big contract offer next year.
True.
He's gotta save something.
So Alex,
You don't want me, bro.
you've seen
You finish it, sorry.
Yeah, you've
Finish
seen
it,
the
sorry.
move. I think Verbal and Mafia, they all posted it, where Alex comes around and bunkers Chad out of the 50 snake with a guy in the wedge. And then what he does is he bunkers him and then goes back into the 50. Most everybody will bunker the guy and try to like dive onto their side, and then that's when you die, right? It's an automatic trade out. So Chad was looking the other way, but usually the wedge guy will shoot you. But the thing is, again, thanks Alex for sharing this at dinner after we won the tournament. Probably could have been useful at any other point in time during the
Dude,
event.
you got to take the goodies for the finals, bro. If I busted out that move earlier, which I could have, then it would have been rude.
You when?
Could have
Friday?
Yeah, when you're having cocktails before the match. Maybe it would have been pertinent to share it
Lover boy.
while I'm in the snake going,
Wait till
what do I do? So
Down by 2 minutes left, and then I'm going to use this. Dude,
Dude, I had a couple moves. I had like rammed through my head the night before, like that would just bust that side open.
so
top on the inside of
the
the
beauty
snake,
the beauty of what
if the guy's in the wedge, you jump on the inside. It's basically that same move. Yeah, from the other side, and then you could just jump right back into the 50 if you want.
yeah,
Like Blake's move against Heat, like if he would have, I mean, I think that was one of the best moves of the tournament, even though he did get a penalty. But like the move was right. Like the risk calculation was perfect. And like, yeah, I mean, the guy he connected on the shot and Blake got a penalty, whatever. But if Blake would have bunkered Tyler and then got back, you know, I mean, either way, right? But it was anyway.
What were you saying, Ryan, about like the wedge player, or like why that?
So the wedge player is watching over that 50, but he also has to be cautious. Like if someone comes around, he doesn't want to shoot his own guy in the back, right? So he's watching it, but like, you know how it is when you're over, especially in like the snake, and I'm shooting over your head. I'm like, please don't pop up over the top. I don't want to shoot you in the back of the head.
I mean,
like
to protect the guy, literally, you have to have your gun pointed at the back of his head.
Yeah,
so
the back of his head. So
sense.
knowing that, you know, like obviously if you move past him, the wedge guy's gonna shoot you, but unless he's planning on just sacrificing everybody in his way, the guy, that's what happened is Ryan Smith was watching Alex, and Alex bunkered Chad and went back, and he didn't have any time to react because he didn't continue to move forward. Again, he didn't want to shoot Chad even though Chad was already dead, but there was actually a brilliant move from Alex.
Brilliant?
Brilliant. Yeah, it was a brilliant move.
I don't know about that, dude. Remember back in the day, that's how you always would bunker somebody.
Yeah, you want to take their spot. Actually, Rusty, shout out to Rusty Glaze, used to give us gold stars on our little stat and sheets when we did stuff like that. If you bunker a guy and live or take his spot, you get a gold star. If you get enough gold stars, you win player of the day. If you win player of the day, you get to choose where you're eating for lunch.
Yeah, but I immediately reversed my gold star by getting shot.
Yeah, that was stupid. Yeah, you got
gave
horny.
it right back.
Mm-hmm. You gave it right
That's
back.
all I think about. I don't even think about the good move. I'm like, I get immediately upset with myself and went and pouted in the corner.
Yeah, Michael Jackson says, so basically this is gonna go on a can of Loverboy. Alex Frazier gets more playing time when he's on Loverboy.
If you haven't tried Loverboy, go. It's like a kind of like a not so aggressive sweet tea.
Yeah.
With a little sprinkle.
I don't even like sweet tea, and I drank so many of those.
But it's not like one of those overbearing ones that's like too artificially sweet, like this Vestal black cherry vodka. No way. Should we have a little bit more just celebrate the victory?
Yeah,
What
it's
do you
like
say,
What you're saying, Alex, too, about like those other moves. I was looking at it, and it's a lot of teams are playing like double back center with a guy in the tower looking Dreed away, and then one runner out to this, like basically to that lay down in the snake. And I was like, if you go to the god, you could essentially, if there was like no can guy, you could just go straight up to pipe all the way through those pins because it blocked out everything.
Those moves were there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's actually another thing. I was talking to a couple other people when they were giving us like just shooting me messages about, you know, saying congratulations and whatnot. We definitely took a little bit more on the chance side of things, and we were a little bit more creative with how we were able to dig guys out. You know.
Yeah, and teams. I mean, we should not have won. Like number one, the three points we lost against Heat in the finals, we got penalties in all of those. Okay.
more reason to believe you.
Oh yeah.
So Chris got one. We lost that point. You got one,
Mm-hmm.
Ryan. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
And then Blake got one. And Blake, we had to start short also the next round. So because he got to make sure there's only one guy to pull. So you know those are the 3 points Heat won. And then in overtime they shot Mike off the break and they were up 5-on-4.
Yeah.
Right? Like if I'm in Heat's shoes right there, I'm not going like, oh, we just got beat by Dynasty. I'm going, man, we threw that kind of away. You know, we beat ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, the only way we were beating them is because they got penalties on all the points. So maybe we should have won convincingly.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got penalties that you know that's part of the game.
Yeah,
But
I
that
know,
means
but
it
that's the
would've
only
been
way that
6-0
we should have beat them 6-0 because we wouldn't have gotten penalties.
Yeah, but we did get penalties.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah, so
but
you
they're
still
thinking
won.
like, damn, thank God they got penalties, otherwise we would have never scored any points.
Ryan.
You wanna know how I know that your math is good? Is 'cause you're
Damien's agreeing with you.
No,
He's like, yeah.
no, I kind of brought it up. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alex has also had 5 tart cherries to the dome.
But again, like I mean, just look at the overtime point, right? We lost Mike off the break. They have advantage, right? And like our guys, and shout out to Marcelo on this. Like he realized that we needed to fight our way back in that point. So he took advantage of Chris's move, and he got out to that corner, and he wrapped on Moorhead, and evened up the game. right, with a really, really kind of weird mood that he wasn't doing a lot of the tournament. Like, he would stay in that back center. He would be, the zone control guy, the communicator. But he threw the dice because he knew we were down a body, right? Mm-hmm. Which, is a really heads up veteran move. I mean, that's really, I will say, probably one of the best moments, even though it wasn't like a highlighted great move. But for me, like, that was a critical moment. Mm-hmm. And then, Ryan, I think you picked up the next couple of G's. I think you shot Ronnie, maybe?
No, I think that was Chris Marcelo package. I don't remember who shot him, but Ronnie went to make a move, and like Marcelo or Chris like saw him on the
I was in the ghetto or Snake 3.
Yeah, Ryan.
Okay, so he ran out of the way.
He ran. Yeah, he ran from the corner. He came.
Pushed him over.
Yes.
Yeah.
He filled into me.
Yeah, he filled back to the inside.
It's wild. I want to talk about like a weird like small moment that everyone in the stands who was watching, they kind of has like a good grasp on like when a game's going to get closed out. But as soon as Ronnie died in that instant, the way that the crowd cheered was like that was it. Like, and everyone knew kind of, which is cool because obviously there's still stuff going on, but it showed like people are like really starting to understand the dynamic of the game. That was it right there. Ronnie died.
Yeah, that shit's making me sweat.
Yeah, it was.
And I was also point out something. I think Chris ran took a little bit of a bigger bite, right, off the break in that overtime point.
Yeah, he went to that Dorito 3.
Jenny whispering something to him before the overtime point. He's like,
don't tell anyone where we're going to go. Don't tell the rest of the team.
It was a private conversation about how he was going to play it. I don't know what he said.
But that was a great call, too. It was like, that could have hurt, you could have lost it if Chris would have got shot off the break. But, like, Skinny's timing of knowing, like, this is now when we should hit him and get that little bit of advantage. And it's great because...
Like, Chris, I can't wait to get out of here to get one of those lover boys.
Win. Yeah, well, Chris... So Chris was worried about being shot by the back center, right? And we had kind of before that...
Snake way every time.
Well... Yeah, I think he did. I think you're right. And so that was like the first big bite of the match that Chris took over on that side. And it like I said, as soon as you get past that one big gap and you kind of dive low, the move straight up into that snake is open. So then Marcelo, he filled out, and again, that was like you said, Alex, that was something that he wasn't really doing very often, but taking advantage of going, all right, look, if I can get out wide here before Chad gets up and cuts this side of the field down, we might be able to turn the field over here. I made a quick move into the snake to kind of plug that hole, and then Marcelo shot Ryan. Then Chad tried to come onto our side, and Blake shot Chad.
Yeah, but if you watch Chad, Kyle, on that move, where he tried to come to our side, if he would have went around the 50 into the beam, it would have worked.
Yeah, because he went
he
straight
got
out.
shot because he crawled out towards that other one.
Yeah, and you could see a little sliver, and I noticed everyone at the wedge, when they saw that little sliver, they would expose themselves really tall in a moment where they would have been shot if they played like that all the time, but to get that kill and then come back down into protection.
Damn, bro. All right.
You know what's also interesting too? I wanted to talk a little about like Russians were playing like pretty solid, and they were doing something a little bit different than a lot of teams weren't because Sergey's height. But going to the tall tower, and they were able to get that extra layer on Snake Guy shooting off the break. Mm-hmm. And so we looked at that, and I was like counting kind of like the timing of when he would shoot Dorito side. I was like, well, if you go short and we like expose them a little bit on the Dorito side for a little bit, there's like that 2 or 3 point switch when they're like, all right, let's switch back that way, and then you don't go on the other side.
It's such a weird thing too. There's a lot of geometry involved because you've got 3 spots that can see the outside of the snake. Like the wedge is the closest, right? But the guy can't be tall.
Yes.
And he can, he's got the most direct shot because he's the closest, right? The tower, the guy can be tall but doesn't have as good of a view, right? Mm-hmm. And the back center was the farthest away. And couldn't be tall, but also because he was far away, he got the angle of the drop shot. So, like, which one's the best? I don't know. Like, it depends all on the situation, right?
Sure.
And how the guy attempts to come around there. So yeah, I mean, I just think in all those situations, the snake guy just had a huge advantage. And
big time.
It wasn't exploited a lot of the time, especially if you had a guy behind him in snake 1.
Well, and that's why I'm saying, like, I feel that, and I'd said it hundreds of times leading up to the practice, even before I even played in the snake. I was like, we got to get an extra body over there. If we have 5 alive, right, let's make sure we have 2 guys in. Like, get out of that can. That can sucked, man. That was a bunker of death for sure.
Yeah, you did a good job getting out of there too.
Yeah, as soon as that snake 1 was open, or as soon as I was in that money, or we call it the money, but the God bunker, and I'm in there for a little bit, it's like, dude, get out of this thing, right? Because it's only a matter of time before someone identifies that we're in that spot looking heads up, and the snake guy can just pop over any knuckle he wants and just shoot down on top of it. Mm-hmm. And I did that to Infamous, the first point we scored too. It was like, it just made sense. I knew there was a guy looking at me.
That was a great point, man.
And you come right over the top and you just own all of those guys. And we talked about that actually on our little initial breakdown last week, is like, snake guys and Dorito guys, the same thing. Like, if the Dorito guy knows his shots right on, he has advantage of that. If he's in the corner, you have an advantage on the can and those 2 inside Doritos just coming out with your first balls. In every single position, they had great shots. And this is why I really liked how this layout was set up, is you had way better heads-up shots than you did crossfield shots. And so you could really, I mean, with the exception of being able to shoot Tyler, who's very difficult to shoot, most of those other guys were at an extreme disadvantage. And for those of you who are playing that can, like, get the hell out of that thing, because you're just literally looking, going, I don't know where this guy's going to pop up. And that's why I feel that we did such a good job on owning that side of the field. Is as soon as one guy would get up there, you just get the second body out behind him and start popping around there. And now the wedge guy has to really worry about you clipping his loader and also our guy in the 50 wrapping on him. So that's one of those things, guys, for those of you kind of breaking down the field, that's what you want to do.
I don't know if I should drink any more of this.
Dude, just keep
Well,
going.
what are you going to do? Hold on to it for later?
No, I don't know. It's making me feel funny.
You can say it
Yeah,
for
that's what alcohol does.
What I was talking a little bit about this with Yosh on Saturday, and I wanted to ask your guys' opinion. Do you feel like, obviously we know going into these tournaments that the field, the way it plays, is going to evolve, but do you guys feel like it kind of played how you thought it was, or it was a huge change of like the speed and the
I'd say
like
that's
the flow of that?
It slowed down more than I thought it would.
Yeah.
well, we took a poll, right? I think about 58% thought that the field would play would be the final scores would be over 5 total points played.
Oh yeah.
You know, obviously the final match was 7 points. Well, 8 if you consider the point going into overtime. And then there were, let's see, there were a couple of games that were really close, like 2-1, I think. But I'd say it was yeah. Sunday always slows down, right?
The infamous game
But
had
I
like a
was-
9-minute point.
Yeah.
What we were kind of talking about too, Yosh and I, in that it was like, it would almost, because it's hard to simulate that in practice, right? Like what's on the line, the stakes, how to like balance playing those highly calculated risks. Like to simulate that in practice is like, there's no way really to get even close to the feeling and decisions that go into it when it's on like that type of stage, especially in those like winner go home matches. Like how can you simulate that in practice? Because that's would be the ultimate way to like kind of figure out a field or what it may turn into.
You have to say loser gets punched in the stomach or something.
Well,
like that.
There you
we were
go.
talking about that, and Yosh and I was
Aggressive.
like, what if each team, every player puts in $100, and like the team at the end that wins the match gets the other team's money, and Yosh was like, this nice subtle joke. He's like, yeah, $1,000 on the line, no refs. I like it. Yeah, that was good a little bit.
Yeah, but you're right. And I was talking
It's a
to
little different when you got Mark Johnson filling up your coffers.
Yeah, right? We're in a broke as hell over here.
yeah. All the rest of the teams are
Mark Johnson's $100 on it. Yeah.
No, but you know what I mean? It doesn't even happen. It could be like, all right, then the losing
He's like,
team gets to get a point blank shot in the chest by
Something like that. Shame.
Yeah.
that is a good call, because we were talking about it too, and and I was actually talking to Tom Four about it at the end because him trying to figure out the Revo situation. I think Revo did well, with the exception. I mean, obviously they struggled on the first day, but they had some close matches and games. And I was talking to him, and he's like, "Man, it's just the closing thing." I know Benny Carroll got a couple of penalties that were like really costly and just a bad move in one of the games that they were about to win. But at the same time, it's like, how do you create a high stakes deal, right? Because we're like, oh, let's just do some closing drills. We'll do some 3-on-5s and simulate the time. But if there's nothing really on the line, especially if your team isn't incredibly competitive, like obviously Dynasty with 10 guys, we have 10 guys and only 6 people played on Sunday in the finals. The roster is incredibly competitive, but like that's a bit of something that you'd look into. But you got to figure out a way to make it really worth the while. And how you're gonna. Yeah. So that's something that I don't really know.
I mean, I appreciate Joey Blute's zeal too. Like, I mean, he rolled with like Lackey and Horn and some of these guys in the overtime point against Impact. Guys that are kind of still earning their stripes, if you will. And that's how you get a roster of depth, right? Like Mikey and Blake didn't even play at World Cup last year, really.
Right. Yeah.
And now they're go-to guys. You never know with Skinny, like who he's gonna, what rabbit he's gonna pull out of the hat.
Well, that's because your boy Oliver came over there and stole their spots.
Yeah,
they were playing great up in the middle, and then
I mean, he came in and he played well, and he wasn't making Mikey and Blake had their chances, but I think like Skinny, I don't know this because he didn't say this, but in my opinion, based on the performance in the tournament up to that point, it was like, it was more reliable. It didn't have to do with who he thinks is a better player. I think it had to do with reliability.
Yeah, that's obviously. I'm just kind of joking. Of course, that was the case.
And
Yeah.
Other big news. I just saw Major League Paintball release all-time pro player history ranking.
Yeah, that ain't.
Where do you see that?
That's not. It can't. It says I've only won 17 tournaments.
It's not all time. It's
How
from
many
like
do you have?
2000.
No.
That's malarkey.
How many do you have?
I don't know.
But it's still
80?
cool. I mean,
80?
I remember
100?
Tom showed us that last
Depends
year.
on what we're counting.
It's from 2005 to present.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen it, go follow Major League Paintball on all the channels. They're coming out with some cool content, cool interviews and stuff from the event.
I'll post the link right now.
Dude,
too.
they got to release the one that I did.
What did you do?
She, what's her name? Tom's
Kara?
wife. Yeah. She did an interview. I don't remember her name.
His girlfriend.
Yeah, whatever. She did an interview with me, dude. That's top notch. Wait till that gets released.
Ryan, third overall. Look at that.
Yeah, but it just doesn't make sense that I've only there we go. Kyle just put the thing in there. My mom actually just called me about that.
So you're complaining?
I just don't know how I've only been
complaining?
caught. I've only won 17
Well,
tournaments.
seems like there's a problem.
I feel like we've just won 17 tournaments in the last 2 years.
Oh, I wouldn't
No,
go that far. It
correction.
hasn't been
You've only
17
won
tournaments.
16.
Oh,
It says
16.
you have five majors in the last 2 years. So you've been. What else have you been lying to us about?
It's got to be a lot.
No.
Dude, God, dude.
Alex, number 8.
Yeah, he's way down there.
Oh, dang, there it is.
Way down there.
Marcelo 6. So it's like, it's wild too when you're looking at it.
You've
Like
played
how
more
many of
events than
these
that.
guys were in that final. Chad, 12th, Ryan Moorhead 10th, Yosh 5.
How have I played 4 more
15.
events than Yosh? I know World Cup 2020.
Texas.
He wasn't in Texas.
There we
Didn't
go.
he missed one for
His kid.
when Ava was born.
Okay.
So that's 2.
2. All right.
There's 1,000 players on this list.
Well, we won 2020. We didn't win Texas.
Dude, Oliver's still at 34. How's that possible?
Dang, I'm right next to Oliver. I'll take it.
So here, I'll pull this screen up here so everybody can take a look at it if there's enough space on all these with all the heads and screens that we got
Dude,
going.
Davey Williamson rounding out the top 100.
So here's what we're looking at right here.
Dude, how is Davey Williamson ahead of Mike Arena?
I don't know.
Because, I don't know.
So here it is. So we got the events played column. Let's see who's played the most events. Ryan Greenspan, baby.
You have?
Yeah. Number of first places.
No wonder you're so high on the list. You just play all the events. That's how you get your score.
282 events.
Damien, 6 played, 3 wins.
Boom,
bitch!
Dude, throw the towel now.
Beat that ratio.
Highest win percentage of all time.
Yeah, dude.
No, Damien has 6 events played, 3 first places.
Dude,
That's nice. 50%.
Come at me,
first
baby.
place.
Come at me.
That's pretty good.
Can't handle this.
Alex has played 78
La Habana.
events. 14 first places. That's it. Loser. 22
18%.
finals. Damn. Quarterfinals. I wonder how the scoring works. How many finals? Who has the most finals appearances? Konstantin, J-Rab. Dude, Mishka's in the finals almost. Or sorry, Justin Rabikoff is in the finals almost 50% of the time he plays.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean that's pretty wild.
We're really hurting his stats this year.
What do you mean you are?
I think you guys are hurting the
How's that on
quarterfinals
you?
one too.
I'm not. I'm just saying. We're bringing his stats down here.
Damn, VG's in dead last place.
Oh, that's
Sorry, VG. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I think Rusty has one paintballwincount.com. Let's take a look at that one real quick. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here at.
is that updated still?
I mean, I don't know. Let's see here. It doesn't look like it, but NXL USA.
If you could click on this and like get information about the guy.
Yeah, here we go. 2004.
LA
it's
Open.
Boom, boom,
Oh
boom,
my
boom, boom,
God.
boom,
Dude,
boom.
Mark Crescent, number 954.
Wow.
With let's see here. 9
Oh, I like the COVID one.
with 1 event played.
Yeah, 2023 Sunshine Open.
Yeah, Terry.
Lone Star. Yeah, look at that. Look at this one. World 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wins since.
Dude, shout out to Major
11.
League Paintball.
Oh, and-
That's cool.
I know that's great.
Yeah, shout out to Major League Paintball. Great work,
Shout
guys.
out to Major League Paintball.
Shout out. Have another sip to Major League Paintball. Get one
Yeah,
more.
I'll drink to Major League Paintball.
Get one more cocktail from
Let's
Major
go.
League Paintball. Let's get an air horn.
See
for
the
Alex.
face. Let's see the face. Oh, no face. There it is.
I got a little hard iced tea over here too.
Yeah.
Have a sip.
We don't. We're hurting over here, dude.
Oh, look at
Do you want me to? Do you want to
I
get?
don't know
Some,
what it's called.
I mean,
It's called
are you
Two
getting anything?
Roots.
there's an orange bottle of booze in my bag. Right
I
there.
can't do a bottle.
Marmalade whiskey or whatever that stuff's called.
I don't know what. I can't drink whiskey.
It came from
Scotch.
Patch. It's probably as good as this stuff.
I can only drink tequila and vodka.
Oh, it's
No, dude,
it's tequila.
not. You're not gonna get me.
That's what you get. That's tequila vodka.
Dude, you
At the
can't-
bar?
Yeah,
And
see,
beer.
I'll take
And
a
beer,
tequila
too.
vodka, please.
I get
Tequila vodka.
tequila and vodka. Yeah.
Oops.
Hey, what happened with A-Rod?
He's got a mullet. It's not so nice.
I don't know.
I don't know. Somebody told me something about him. I didn't know. I mean,
Dude, so why did Trent get cut? Do we know? the
allegedly,
details?
allegedly he bought the team.
A-Rod?
That's what I heard.
No.
He bought.
I don't know. I think some of these fields, just honestly, and it's no disrespect to A-Rod, I think that his game has been a lot of time that like freestyle blow through, get a few kills. Like that's been A-Rod's style. Not as much of like that disciplined paintball where he might go 3 or 4 points where he has to wait and do a job and then he'll have an opening. I think he's just trying to find that balance right now, especially like not playing all year long. Maybe if you're not, obviously that can maybe hurt you a little bit, not being there when the game evolves. And I think that's one area where A-Rod can still if he masters that, he can be the best guy at a tournament easily. But it's again, the game right now is not like you're not winning tournaments on one guy being a superstar the whole tournament.
Freestyler. Lock the microphone. You remember that one?
Like you would always
On the stereo. I know Ryan remembers that.
Yeah, I did that one.
Can't always play jazz every point.
That's true. Sometimes you got to play a little bit of classical. I did have the classical station on, or somebody put it on Sunday night when we were in the rental van, and I was like, "This is what Archie hears in his head while we're playing." It was like Mozart.
Dude, Archie just cruises, man.
I see Zyzik Paintball Nerd is in there in the comments. He's been doing some great work on the Go Sports Instagram. I mean, really kind of digging deep and putting together some short and very interesting content. So shout out to Zyzik, and you guys are doing it like you care, which is it shows in the results. So thanks.
I think I did an interview with Zyzik the other day, and I think it was my all-time like most descriptive and like transparent interview I've ever done in my life.
That actually popped up on my feed. I meant to watch that.
Oh, that's great.
Popped up. I clicked on.
One thing I think, and I told Zyzik this, I think he does a really good job of, is he proposes good questions, and if it evolves, the person that's being interviewed, if it evolves to more and it like kind of goes off topic, he does a really good job of staying patient and letting whoever it is keep speaking to like keep adding more versus like feeling a need to like take over and put his 2 cents in. He's really like creating a foundation for a lot of transparent conversations to like evolve and develop.
It popped up on my feed, but instead I watched the 1983 New Wave Day Festival. Sorry.
It's all good.
It's all good.
I'll put it in the queue. or also the modern trailer for Return of the Jedi.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah.
Was there a new Mandalorian, or was the one last week?
Dude, they blew it, man.
Episode 8 was the end.
That last episode.
I'll tell you what though, I finished Beef. Damn, that's a good show.
So
that
good.
was a good show.
One of the best shows I've ever seen.
Wait,
that was fantastic.
I have a question, Alex, since you're Star Wars pro. How come like sometimes the jetpacks like help them like jump from a rock to another rock, and then there other times they're like the jetpacks are like as fast as ships?
Dude, you know what? They're changing the rules like when they want. It's lame. Just like there's all of a sudden new force powers and. Yeah, I mean, just have some level of consistency. From like a high
jump level to like commercial airline capabilities. I don't understand.
I'm commercial.
With you, and I can't explain it because I'm not the moron who wrote it.
It's not the Force. They don't have the Force.
They don't have the Force, Ryan. Yeah, I like that commercial airline capabilities.
Like there's those other big ships that are going, I don't know, 1,000 miles an hour, and they're just keeping flying in front of them. I'm like, what?
Yeah, they ran. They don't have enough fuel.
They fly up and they ran out of gas.
I mean, look, there's for me, I can at least suspend disbelief for that. But there's major problems with the writing and the characters and the production of that show. So I want to like it, but I'm sorry, it's just bad.
I heard ChatGPT wrote it.
Yeah, probably.
ChatGPT, I need you to write. There's actually a strike. The Writers Guild are on strike right now, and they're gonna have to turn to AI to start getting stuff written.
That's funny. I was listening to an episode of Seinfeld that AI wrote. It was, it was off the mark, but there was some stuff in there that was like pretty close.
I thought Seinfeld. They're making more Seinfelds.
No, but they said like, okay, since all the information for the show Seinfeld is out there online somewhere, they just asked some AI bot to like write a new episode of Seinfeld.
Oh wow!
And they said like, okay, here it is, and yeah. Anyway, so what's next? Where are you, Kyle?
I'm in Austin.
Oh, nice, dude. Are you sick?
No, I got a little. I was gonna get a hotel. I just wanted to stay for a couple of days. I was enjoying it out here. Are
you with Archie? Are you hanging with him?
Archie's coming to pick me up in like 20 minutes. We're gonna go see a show.
Nice.
I'm like literally like half a mile from his place. I was just looking at hotels, and this insane apartment was only like $90 a night, and it's like awesome, great view, everything.
That's cool, man. Well, yeah, I guess I don't know. Hopefully Archie's leg is okay.
He seems
all right. It's a little tight.
He's walking around.
He's gonna get it checked out.
Catch him dancing tonight, as long as he can walk down the aisle.
I already used that joke.
His fiance Hannah last night.
Not on the show, Brian.
Yes, I did. You just weren't paying attention.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all good.
You know this.
Thanks for shouting me. What's that?
Alex.
That was my joke. You stole.
No, I wasn't asking you what's that. I just stopped talking so Kyle can finish his sentence.
I'll have a drink.
You know the serial killer, the Rainy Street Ripper. This is the
Yosh tried to catch him.
This is the river where they found him.
Yosh went down to that river every night and stood on the shore waiting. And
What movie?
I don't know. Look at this. We're joining you guys. We've got the real glass. Oh my god,
dude, this is brutal.
What is that?
that's the things that came from Patch, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. This is the marmalade. This is the marmalade bourbon.
The marmalade version. All right, go for it.
Here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
It's like a freaking dragon.
It's a freaking dragon.
Right.
Man, it's not very enjoyable. I mean,
No, it's not.
you need a huge ice cube in this thing.
Oh my god.
It smells like you light on fire. So I got one. So I got the picks in for Fridays.
All right, who's kissing Coach? Let's
Okay.
hear it.
So I just want. Who do you
No
think?
one picked Aftermath.
So actually, I think one person did pick Aftermath. Somewhere. No, doesn't. Oh yeah. Everybody took Aftermath over the Saints. Actually, someone asked who's gonna get relegated. It's for sure gonna be the Saints. But who do you guys think did the best on this?
No, I don't think it was me.
What was our? How many people did we have? We had Alex, Meter, myself.
Okay, Ryan, Alex, Kyle, Chris, Meter, and Damien.
Chris Shear?
Yeah. No, Chris Lasoya. Yeah, Chris Shear.
I'm gonna go with Damien.
You think he did the best or the worst? The worst, huh? Okay, Al?
I think Chris did the worst.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna wait for Peabody to get out of the over here.
Out of the washroom.
What do you guys think in
WC.
there? Everybody, go ahead. Oh, and then the dark horses. So the dark horses.
Dude, if X Factor would have beat you guys, I think they would have won, and my dark horse pick would have got me boosted.
Yeah, well, my dark horse pick was about as good as Meter's picking the Bears. My dark horse pick went 1-3, AC Diesel. You let me down there.
Oh yeah.
I think I picked you guys as a dark horse also.
No, you and Kyle both picked
Sorry,
X
guys.
Factor,
Sorry,
even
guys.
though Alex wasn't allowed to pick X Factor.
Why?
I don't know, because Kyle had already picked X Factor. But Damien picked Heat as his dark horse. So good job, you got the best. You did the best.
Yeah, I know, it's me.
No, it was not. Oh yeah, they weren't a top 4 team.
Yeah, they weren't a top 14
retract
going
that
into
statement
it.
that you were about to say.
Yep. Okay. So coming in. Let's go. Coming in. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coming in equal third. Okay. Is Kyle and Meter with 3. Sorry, no, it's okay. No, actually,
That's
no.
all
Kyle.
I needed to hear. Good night.
Yeah, you're not kissing. Okay. So coming in almost last place is Chris Shear.
Oh god.
Almost last place. Who do you guys think won?
Me, dude.
Who won last place?
No,
I won.
who
It's
won?
either me or you that's kissing Coach.
Who do you guys think?
Alex. No, Ryan.
Damien
Let's go!
did the best on picks.
Nice, dude.
By far.
By far, let's go.
By far. Followed by Kyle.
He got the dark horse.
He got the dark horse and won on the overall picks. Okay.
This is why you listen to me always.
Yeah, I don't know. Either that or it's just you're just like, huh, who?
Dude, you better have another slack of that before you kiss Coach Kevin, Ryan.
Durr?
All right, Let's hear it.
Okay.
Stop pussyfooting
Okay,
around.
coming in first place is Damien. Second place, Kyle Spicka. Third place, Meter. Fourth place, Chris Shear.
Dude, where are you guys?
Fifth place, Alex Fragy. And
Yeah, baby.
I'll set this
You
up.
suck, dude.
Baby, fuck her up, skinny.
You suck.
I'll at least give you this tip. So
Yeah,
it won't
listen,
be bad. We have
to be
Archie's
big.
wedding coming up, so there'll be some drinks going. It won't
There'll be a chance.
bad.
No, it has to be. It has to be filmed for the show, and you have to sneak up on him.
I might be rooming with Skinny too, so I can help facilitate.
Nah,
Can he be
dude.
sleeping
I
like
need to
like
leave the room.
like Sleeping
I
Beauty?
need to leave the room. And you two need the room.
Woo, that was close, bro.
I know, dude. You still have to streak during the All-Star game. Don't think you're getting out.
Oh yeah, you still did have to do that.
Dude.
Oh man,
Mm.
that's good.
At least you guys are fucking
God damn.
great at
Yeah.
and winning tournaments. Not at picking though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, bro, we miss you. We miss both you guys out there.
Who you talking to?
Yeah.
You and Damien.
Oh.
Thank you.
I was
kinda
like,
confused
I was like,
too.
did you just say goodbye to somebody in the office? I didn't know what the hell he was just talking about.
I thought it was someone in the comments.
I wasn't.
Alex misses me because I laugh at his jokes.
I mean, you laugh at
you're
everything.
great.
You laugh at everything. It doesn't. It doesn't mean
I
you.
wouldn't say anything.
You have a 50% win ratio. Everyone, of course they miss you.
Yeah, you're the best player that's ever lived statistically.
Yeah.
Best player to ever live.
I have a question. You can. No, actually, I'm not.
No, dude, say it.
Okay. Are you. Could someone potentially play in the WNXL and the regular league at the same time?
If they're like transgender.
Yeah. No, I think you can be
Pro,
regular.
NXL and WNXL?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
where,
why not?
Where are you going with this?
You just have to be a lady.
Someone, someone could play in the WNXL and potentially be the best woman over there, and then also play the pro league,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the men's, and be the best.
There was
Women's pro
that
of all
girl.
time.
There was that girl that played on PP Arena, dude. She was nasty.
Was
She
she
was
actually?
so good. Yes, she played the snake, and smoked mouse. I think you like
Me?
Kyle.
Oh,
It was,
Kyle?
it was Latoya.
What was her name?
Chris Latoya.
No.
Christina Latoya.
Christina Losoya.
And
Did you
Brent.
know it's over because no one sent me congratulations text messages?
Yeah, I know. No one cares anymore.
I got text messages from 3 people: my sister, Brian Benini, and Chris Latoya.
And Chris Lasoy and Brian Benini were together at the same time.
People went to say it, and that's the last message they sent you, and they're like, the last message I sent them was
Yeah,
congrats already.
yeah.
So
They
don't wanna
sent him
say it
text.
again.
It said
Copy and
congrats
paste,
on the
dog,
win.
copy and paste.
Yeah.
I had one of those actually.
I
The last time they sent me a message.
actually had that situation happen. I was like going to message Tom Cole to ask him if I could get a VIP band to watch the finals on Sunday, and my last message was the same message. I'm like, I'm not gonna.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Last time we talked to someone,
That would have been funny, dude. That's a perfect time. To do it.
I heard about this. I heard about that. Mouse texted Tom and was like, "Hey, can we get 4 passes for free for the VIP?" And he goes, "You make more money than I do." Oh man.
You could always just go to the Champs Club, dog. You're welcome in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that would have been good.
Champs Club is
Always,
sweet, dude.
dude.
We had almost
you.
a better viewing position, right? Because you could see those lanes coming in from that Dorito side. That was sick. Imagine watching that, like
Yeah,
watching
you
Chris
couldn't
over
really
there.
Watch what was happening in the whole game, but it was kind of neat to like have the perspective of the corner guy back there.
Like that. Like imagine watching that match, our final point in overtime, and you've been watching from the Champs Club corner the entire time, and like you said, Alex, that move never really happened where Marcelo filled out, and Marcelo decides to fill out, and then he gets that kill. Like imagine all the Champs Club guys sitting there watching that. Like we're down by 1 body in overtime, and Marcelo gets that first kill on the wrap.
Well, the problem is they probably had no clue we were down a body.
Maybe. I mean, see, we were on that side. Yeah. Hell
Either
yeah.
way, yeah, that was
It's
great.
tough. It's tough to drink. It's tough to drink.
So bad.
Real quick, I guess one last little bit is what do you think, Alex? Because you were in on the discussion and obviously got to watch a lot of points from the sidelines there and watch Mikey play and played the position that he did play as well. What do you think contributed to Mikey winning that MVP?
Mainly me telling him what to do in practice.
That's right.
But he was solid, man. I mean, Mikey is he's a unique player. Like he's a bruiser, and he has that sort of thing you can't teach, that kind of unbridled aggression. And he's really kind of been able to pull that back and balance his game with methodical style. So I feel like he's really taken a lot of positive steps since we picked him up, and he has become an elite style of player. So at this point, I don't consider him really a disciple. He's sort of just like, he's equal with all of us at this point, and his opinion is just as valuable as mine or Ryan's or Yosh's, as far as like a strategy on the field or the reality of how to play a position. So I feel like he was just solid all weekend, and that move he made against Heat in the prelims was one of those moves that you really had to just feel and do in the moment, right? It wasn't the typical move you would tell someone to do in that position or that situation, really. But he realized there was not a lot of time left, and he had to make a move and probably live and then hit the buzzer. So, I mean, if you haven't seen it, roll that game back, the prelim game against Heat, and see Mikey's move in to force that game to overtime, because it was really a standout move in my opinion. I don't know who won the move of the event or whatever, but granted, I didn't watch all the games, but that move was, considering the circumstance, probably one of the best that happened this weekend for sure.
Yeah, I think Clay Hughes won move of the event, but I do believe there was a prelims and a finals or a Sunday move of the event. But that
Cray
move
off of Ironman.
Yeah, Cray won it the first day.
We tried to pick him up. He said no.
Yeah. Huh.
Have you seen that new tournament league they're trying to do in Sagandi?
What's Sagandi?
Stop it.
Sagandi's nuts.
Dude, that.
Hey, don't do it. Here you go, Damien. Damien.
I'm so pissed because I thought it was like a place in Africa or something. I just wasn't sure.
God damn it.
Yeah, the Sagandi Bushman's Paintball League.
I was talking
SGBBF.
Dude, it does not get any better.
MPPO.
Sagandi
I was
Bush
going to go surfing
League.
with Ryan on Monday in Waco, and this person said, I didn't know there was an ocean over there. Like, there's no ocean.
That would be the SGBLPL, the Sagandi Bush League Paintball League.
Damn it, dude.
Oh, man.
No way I even listen to you anymore.
Thomas G had a good one, and this actually is more for Alex. I would just say this. This guy drinks his scotch like he's diving into the deep end of the pool.
Sagandi?
Pencil dive every time. Water wings on.
Oh, dude, it's so bad.
Every time Damien falls when he's surfing.
Flop like a fish.
Oh boy, dude, this is the digression hour right here.
And white.
I got to hop out here to meet Archie.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna shut her down here in a second. All right, real quick, last question, Thomas G. Ryan, how do I overcome the anxiety of getting blasted while playing, especially as a newcomer to speedball? Alex?
She's like, blasted,
The anxiety of getting
blasted
shot?
before getting played, or
like getting shot.
Yeah, just
basically.
getting bunker or something like that.
Not drinking.
No, not like
No,
drinking
not.
some whatever Alex was drinking before the finals.
Oh, yeah,
Lover boy.
How do you
Drink a
overcome
couple
getting
Lover Boys?
blasted before a final?
I mean, no, I don't know. I mean, part of the fun of paintball is the anxiety of getting shot. But I don't know. if it's the pain that's going to bother you, just know that it won't kill you. It's just going to hurt for a minute, and then you'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
And like Ryan, you know, if you've played long enough, your skin is just made of leather. So, I mean, for me, part of the fun of it is the nerves of, you know, being in the pressure moment that makes it exciting. But yeah, I mean, if it's the pain of the paintball physically hitting you, you know, that's just part of the game. I mean, you could get some body armor or something like that, but I think you know, just that's a mental thing that you're talking about. So you got to get it, you know, play more, get the experience, and the more you play, the more comfortable you'll get.
That actually came from Thomas Guest.
Shut the fuck up. Did it really?
No, just Thomas G. Hey Thomas, I'll make you a deal if you join the channel. If you become a member of the channel, I will send you a bounce vest from Gen X Sports. Gen X sent me a box of stuff, and inside of there are some bounce vests. So actually, that's also for any of you guys who are members. Let me know if you have like a young friend or someone who is a little bit timid about getting shot. I've got a couple of bounce vests that we can throw in the giveaway pile. If you guys know of anybody who wants those, courtesy of Gen X Global. So thank you. Speaking of which, we have a bunch of giveaway stuff. Oh, Alex, thanks, man. By the way, I got the. We had a lot of cool stuff going on. NXL Lone Star Major MVP. This is from the captain. Old Capitan gave me this one. Hey, cool.
Yeah,
it's
man,
got a little.
You were great, man. You led by example this weekend, and you had some really great moments out there. So and I feel like you probably had the most critical position that second snake guy really couldn't fuck up. Or else he'd get in trouble.
And I did.
So yeah, good job, man.
Thanks, dude.
Good job, dude.
You almost could have said that in front of everybody at dinner that night, but.
Oh, I was just kidding about what I just said.
There it is. There it is.
With that, I'm gonna take off. You can, of course, give away some headbands. You know, let it rip, and thanks for everyone for watching. And this is the last episode ever. So we won't see you next week.
I was gonna say, what happened?
This is not the last. Don't listen to him. Yeah, we're gonna go onto the wheel, and just also just so you guys remember, I've got a tallow soap here, a little organic soap from Blake and the guys over at Brute. Well, he is the guy over at Brute. He is the Brute.
Yeah.
Check out that website. Use code Spick Span for 10% off.
Yeah, and Blake had a great tournament
Yeah,
also.
he
made
was
some
mentioning that
shots
earlier.
that were just incredible, that really were pivotal.
It's interesting because you were commenting since the beginning of the show, which means that you were watching the show, but you just don't recall anything that we were saying during the beginning of the show. You're just on mute.
What?
Cheers, Alex.
Cheers. See you guys.
All right. Later, Kyle.
All right, till next week.
So
Tell our
next,
guys that hi.
are you gonna be here next week? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right.
Back.
I'm
Damn.
just not gonna do that.
Ugh.
Dude, that is miserable.
Yeah, it's not very good at all.
There's nothing
All right.
enjoyable about this right now.
Kyle, you gotta go. All right, dude.
Yeah.
Have
See ya.
fun, dude. Go eat some
All right.
barbecue.
Good work. Thank you. Later, guys.
Later.
Later.
All right.
Later, gator.
So we've got, like I said, lots of stuff to give away. Sorry I didn't get to the breakdown that Ray had sent in. I did answer him in private there to the stop. Oh, Joe Ryan, shout out. And again, we have posters for all of you super mega support status members. Also, keychains are going to go out to you guys probably within the next month. So as soon as Kyle gets back home, we're going to be signing up this massive box of posters here and getting one out to everybody. Do you want a poster to hang up at the
Yeah.
in your locker at the Force? You have your own locker?
Yeah, I got two.
You got 2 lockers?
Yeah, dude.
Damn. You want to put a Spick and Span show on the inside?
Let's do it.
Make that happen. So you even get a young Sloan on the poster.
Oh my God. What?
Yeah, that's right. So thank you guys, everybody who's a supporter of the show. Can't thank you guys enough for keeping us going here. thanks again to Patch Vincent for always hooking it up whenever he comes out here. I'm gonna pass next time on this scotch. What are you looking at?
You drank all of it.
Yeah. What have you been doing?
Not drinking it.
I thought we were cheersing this whole time. Yeah, dude. Kaylon, I got you. Son might want. Okay, Kaylon, shoot me a message directly. I'll get you guys out something. If you guys are members of the show, I've got a couple of bounce vests. So if you know of anybody who wants one, Gen X is providing you guys with a bounce vest, courtesy of the Spick and Span show and Gen X. For HK Army, I was gonna give away the reg and or the laser barrel today, but we're gonna do that next week. Grab grab like. Let's see. Grab like a handful of items out of the HK grab bag. Let's get a hat out of there. Wes, we're working. I believe that that Field 1, Yosh and the guys are building forces right now. I think there's about 60 of them out there. All right, these are the 3 items that we're going to be giving away today. Let's grab some stickers and maybe some little things to go in here.
Is this some stickers? All right.
You might be spending the night, buddy.
Is this some stickers?
Thank you, Brady Moore. Also, big shout out to Mario Trujillo. We're gonna have to pick those up in a little bit.
Yeah, I got it.
It just said member for 30 months, and I know there's a bunch of you guys out here that are have been members of the show for a long time, and man, that is badass, dude. I can't thank you guys. Are awesome. Obviously, everybody who watches the show, you guys keep us going. Are you actually drinking anything when he comes on?
Yes, not
the glass
much.
isn't even moving. He hasn't even touched this thing. Mine's empty already. Also, hey, Champs Club members, pretty stoked that you guys all got one of these Spick and Span bands. I actually didn't even see these until this week when I saw you at the VIP experience tent. So big ups to everybody who's in the Champs Club. You guys got a Spick and Span band. I know because I've got a couple of the other. We've got Champs Club stuff hidden all over,
dude. It's
the
everywhere.
Background. Yeah. Things that are unreleased, things that are being released.
Yeah.
Things that have been released.
I met the guy that is doing the bubble bath thing. He said something like.
Okay, that you threw me off. Yes, it's Kalen.
Yeah. Okay.
Kalen. Yeah,
I never met him. I met him for the first time.
It took a
came up to
second.
me.
It took a second for me to understand. Like I wasn't sure if we were making like a bubble bath product.
Yeah,
or
so
like
he came. He's like, "Yo, I'm the guy that's behind it." I was like, "Dude, cool to meet you."
Well, you're the guy that's behind it.
You're
the guy that's in it.
Yeah, I guess.
Look at that.
Did you get it?
Dude, look at him. Look.
Oh!
Wait. Of course, anybody who has, let me see here, total time on sort descending. I want to see who we've got as, okay, let's look at this really quickly.
I can taste the
I'm going to give a big shout out to the following people who've been in the 30-month club here. Edward Dizon, Tubba Rock, Sean Dolan, Callie Mike Lou, Mario Trujillo, and J Stu Productions. Join the channel. Even so funny.
Oh, you're good. Yeah.
Join the channel right when we started it. So everybody there, thank you so much for all of that. And actually, yeah, we kind of talked about it a little bit about what Diesel needs. You know, it's just a little bit. You know, they were talking a little bit about the coaching stuff. Survivability is a problem, and just kind of like closing games, man. I don't know. I feel like they've got the talent there. It just needs to all come together. You know, and actually, someone I want to get on the show, and I had a long conversation with, is Jerry Devereaux from
Rage.
Florida. Yeah.
No, he's with Mutiny. I think he's coaching
Mutiny. Awesome player, incredible mindset, and I'd like to tell his story a little bit. But we chatted quite a bit after, or at the event. You know, he's got a heart of gold. And definitely really good in the sense of talking about the mindset of paintball and what you need to not only be on top, but just how to succeed in just life in general. And take it from him. You know, he's got it there. So I wanna get him on the show here one of these days soon, and do that.
Yeah, I got a few questions for him.
Yeah, absolutely. You're not asking anybody any questions today.
Dude, I asked great questions.
All right, Sergeant Rubber Ducky, what we're going to do is we're going to bring up the wheel here. We've got these items. I'm going to give away, let's go, let's give, what do you think should be the mega, this is the mega support thing or the hat?
I think the thing that's the most
What's the coolest? What do you guys? What are the mega supports?
Aesthetically pleasing would probably be this, the fanny pack.
Fanny pack. All
Wait,
right,
is the HORMESIS band included? Like, is that part of the?
This is mine. This is I won
Oh,
this for
you got
being
that.
the team MVP.
Oh, you got MVP.
No, Mikey got the Go Sports Golden Barrel MVP.
Okay.
I got the team MVP.
So there's a team MVP
and then
too.
Chris got the finals MVP.
Oh, so how many? Is there another MVP?
I mean, there are 5 guys on the field, so yeah, I might chop this in half and share it with Blake. Marcelo got that first crucial kill though too, so I mean, we're all, and then Blake got the second one, and he actually shot Tyler. So the final point, I went into that snake 3 and shot the 2 guys on the inside, and Tyler was right in front of me, and I said kill 4, and I knew Blake was watching over me. I knew Tyler was right in front of me, and then I just, instead of, obviously what you want to do is when you get those kills, and this is kind of what happened to Alex, is he shot that, he bunkered Chad and immediately tried to bat a gunfight on the inside. So usually you're like, yeah, and you come up and you like throw your body away. So I shot those 2 guys, and I go, all right, it's kill 4. I know Blake is right there, and I know Tyler's in front of me, so I'm just gonna hang out for a second, and if nothing happens, I'm gonna go get him. But I go kill 4, and Tyler got up, and I just hear this, and I look over, and he just got 8 hits on him, and he's just like this, and I mean, he shot me, but I was like, look, that's how you get the win, you know what I mean? So, yeah, lots of great memes that are coming in. Edwin, thank you very much for the support and jumping in on the channel here, my friend. I'm putting everybody on the wheel who has just joined, everybody who upgraded to the mega support status, Carnivore and Norm. I've got you guys all on the list here. So let's do this. I'm gonna go. What do you got?
No, nothing. No, you're good.
Oh, you put your hand up like you saw something happen.
Well, because I thought you were gonna like drop something, and I was gonna.
I thought you saw something like
No,
happen.
no,
I thought there was like
I-
another bug or something like that.
No.
So,
No, nothing there.
yeah, anyway. Yeah, Maui Rockstar, that was hilarious, by the way. And yes, Wes, you're on the list, my friend. Of course. So let's go. Here, I'm going to give, this is for everybody. So I got 2 wheels here. We got 2 wheels, of course. We've got the Super Mega Support Status wheel.
Spin that bad boy.
And then I've got the Mega Support, so the Mega Support, and then I've got the big wheel with every single member that's on the channels here. So what I'm gonna do is, we give big stuff away to some guy, to both sides. So we're gonna start it off right now with a HORMESIS headband for, this is open to all members right now. I'm spinning the wheel. Here it is. Oops.
Oh, whoa.
Hold on, we're moving this thing.
Dude, you know what we should do? We should do like a big giveaway at some point, and that's a dance lesson. You think anybody would actually want that?
No.
Well, you need it.
Okay, well maybe I'll win it. John, anyway, what do you think? What do you dance lesson? What are you gonna fly out to Germany when that guy wins?
At an event, I'll give him a dance lesson in the Champions Club, dude. That's it right there. Attracts so many people.
Okay, so real quick, big shout. You want to give a?
That completely got shut down.
No, we're gonna get into it.
It's all right. It's all right. Wait, what are we doing?
Give us a little air horn for. Thank you, John Clancy. You just won yourself a HORMESIS headband, courtesy of Alex Fragi, HORMESIS, and all them. Okay, we're gonna spin the wheel again here, real quick. Thank you, Damien, for that one. Damien will be doing salsa lesson and bachata lessons in the Champs Club booth.
Yes.
At the next event.
Dude, let's do it.
On it 03, you just won. You just won a little gift package, courtesy of HK Army. If you want one of the hats too, you can have an HK Army hat.
No, okay.
Oh, give me that TF63.
Oh, dude.
We're not gonna give this away. We're giving this away next month.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot
Next
about
month.
this.
That's a whole, they gotta wait a whole month.
They gotta wait a whole month.
Why would you give them like?
Well, because this month we're giving them away this laser barrel kit.
Oh, so wouldn't you like maybe wait like a week before
To show this? No,
to
I'm showing
show the
everybody.
TFX3?
No, I just saw it in the box and I was like, I kind of forgot that we had this in there. We've got this laser barrel kit.
Okay.
So put it back in the box.
That's like
We'll
the
talk
same
about it
idea
later.
as like, hey, like a girl being like, hey, we gotta talk, and then like having a talk.
I feel like it's less ominous. Because like someone might win this. Thank you, Damien. Always good here. Yeah, Damien. Yeah, Robert Loza. He might need another $5 for that. He's gonna finish it. Here, I got another little drink.
Dude, there's no way.
Hey,
I'm cleaning that
cheers
already.
to Jake Woolley. I'm gonna throw in on this one, Jake Woolley. You just won Gen X plus a couple little HK goods to Jake Woolley. We were gonna go surf after this, but I don't think that's gonna happen this time. We're gonna do that next time.
I might go snowboarding next weekend.
Where?
What do you mean where? There's still snow.
Okay, so that let me just where? How about just answer me where?
No, I'm just wherever there's snow.
Okay.
It's my first it's like weekend that I have off.
Okay.
Like that I'm not doing anything.
Brian, you. Okay, cool. Okay. So Damien might go snowboarding next week. All right, I'm gonna jump out of this screen. We're gonna go over to Damien. Tell me another story.
Have you ever? You know what I'm thinking about right now?
I have no clue.
You know from White
no
Chicks?
No one out here. No,
Wait,
I don't
wait.
know. If you can't quote White Chicks.
Yeah, dude. Everybody knows White
Nikki,
Chicks.
Nikki Vesey, VZ, thank you very much for your support. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put you on the list here in a second. And no, if you said guess what I'm thinking, not a single person will be able to guess.
So from the movie White Chicks, they're like, I can taste the leather. That makes me think every time I taste this, I can taste the scotch, but I can't. Okay.
So
Not
Damien
fun.
will be somewhere where there's snow next weekend. Yeah, Mammoth does have snow. Ryan Chambers, you just won an HK Army fanny pack with some HK Army sticker packs as well. Yeah, you can't quote White Chicks until you watch Zoolander.
I see. I still haven't watched it.
The CC lag. You're gonna get a pod caddy courtesy of Gen X Sports, Gen X Global. Also, big shout out to Matrix Gear Paintball. If you guys need anything online, if you didn't win anything here on the show, perhaps you might have to
Try
go buy it
again.
over there. Also, next one is gonna go the tallow spearmint soap from Brute. The CC lag. Okay. Next up is the tallow soap, followed by a HORMESIS headband.
Uh-oh.
Thanks, Ryan Moffitt.
That's not true, Ryan.
Ryan Kinneberg. We're gonna get a copyright infringement. You keep doing that. Beethoven, whoever owns the rights to Beethoven, are gonna get us. All right, HORMESIS headband going out to
Scotch is rough.
Kaylin. You need some soap. Timothy Bangs.
Timothy Bang.
Yeah, it's such a great name.
Yeah. We've got a live studio audience here in the background. Timothy Bangs just won some HORMESIS products. One more mega support status
Here
member.
we go.
Bruce Cook, you're a little late to the party, my friend. Just got here. Dynasty sucks. You might need to rewind this episode.
Michael B.
Mr. Britton. Okay, and then let's see. I've got one more Gen X item that's going to be going out to all members here. Actually, we'll give Malachi wants something.
Malachi.
Let's put it in. All right, one more spin here. Going to all members. Open to everybody. We're spinning. We can't go up anymore. Here we go. Here it is. Here it is.
Dude, there's
Here
so
it
many
is.
people in there. Ooh, say
Yeah,
that. Say it. No, say it. I know you were gonna ask me to say
Yuki's
it.
on.
Let's say it. Okay.
Yuki's in. Hey, Bobby Corpse, still waiting for your address, buddy. You need to email it to me. Please don't put your address in the comment section here. Just go ahead and we're still in the display capture there. Bobby Corpse, please send your address in the spickandSpan.show on the Dynasty website. I don't know exactly where to find it on the Dynasty website. But put it on the spickandSpan.show on Instagram or email it directly to me. Speaking of which, everybody who is a member, if you just signed up, please send me your email address and your social security number and your home address so I can send you products when you win and then sign up for credit cards in your name. Just kidding about the social security number, guys. You didn't get any of that, huh? Okay, we're not going to be able to shut the show down until Damien finishes
Dude,
his
there's
last
no
lap.
way. I'm not gonna be able to.
You're
try
the one who
anymore.
poured these things, man. You should have thought about that before
I
you
didn't
poured
pour this,
a half a
actually.
goblet. You poured a half a goblet into your thing. Come on, one big swig. Here we go, everybody. Let's help him through this tough situation right now. Look at that. You've got a There it is. There it is. Speaking of which, everybody, if you guys need a jersey from Damien, he'll get that. Actually, when you went to the bathroom, I poured half of mine into yours. That's why you have a lot more in your glass than I had in mine. Yeah. So just, do you even hear any of that?
Dude, sailors don't drink this. We drink beer. That's all we drink.
No.
Yeah, we don't drink scotch.
Sailor likes his rum like a diesel loves his oil like a sailor loves his rum.
That is horrible.
Haven't you ever
Where'd
heard
you
that?
get that from?
Captain Ron, the greatest movie on
Never
earth.
seen it.
Okay, well, more homework. Has anybody watched The Adventures of Baron von Munchausen?
What's that?
Okay. Yeah, don't chase it with
Painter?
water.
No.
You just made a lot of Scotch people very, very upset.
Why?
Why? Because you just
Chase it
slugged
with water?
it down, closed
Yeah,
your
because
thing.
it tastes absolutely horrible.
Just a little. There we go. Verbal. What'd you think? There we go. Damien's having a hard time right now. Anyway, Captain Ron is probably one of the best movies ever to come to Blu-ray, DVD,
Never.
VHS.
I wasn't around during that
You
time.
should. I know you weren't, but you should watch that. It's great. Yeah.
I mean, my God.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you everybody for all of the support. Just as a reminder, I will be with Blake Yarber next weekend at BLASTCAMP. Make sure you guys.
That is that.
That's right.
You.
Make sure you guys sign up. Also, for a full list of clinics, they're down below in the show description. SC Village, June 24th, 25th, August 5th and 6th, and November 18th and 19th. July 8th and 9th at Annandale Paintball. BLASTCAMP, May 6th and 7th. We've got August. I'll also be at AG Paintball and Black Ops Paintball, both with Kyle Spicka, North Carolina, and where's AG Paintball again? I think the Northeast, like New England or something like that. We're also going to be doing a live Spick and Span show straight from there. How you doing, Sloan?
I'll be in Mexico drinking beer.
In August? You know?
No, next weekend.
Next weekend?
Yeah,
Really?
I'll be there for the Mexico event.
Okay, great. Here, hun, will you push that little button that has the plus on it?
Where?
That one right there.
Yeah.
That's an air horn. Wait, hold on. Wait. All right, do it again. Push that one. Little plus sign. Nope.
Yeah, Sloan.
Oh, it's not working. We getting air horn? We getting air horn magic?
Yeah.
I'm not getting air horn magic. There we go, that worked. All right, everybody. And then don't forget, thank you, Texas Menace. Summer camp, we've got about 2 weeks or 1 week or 2 weeks before the last chance to get your name on a jersey. All-inclusive, full week of paintball. We just signed Kyle Berry on as the final instructor. So Tyler Harmon, Nick Laval, Nick SLOWIAK, Ryan Greenspan, Kyle Spicka, Kyle Berry, and a couple other local Northeastern pro paintball talent.
Dude,
to come
that was
in
a
each day.
mouthful.
I know. We play a big game. It'll probably be the last and only time you'll ever be able to shoot Kyle Spicka in the woods. And you gotta wait for the camera. The camera's over there, honey. Yeah, there it is. And we are signing off. This was an awesome episode. Thank you guys all for joining us and sticking around for this extended version. Dynasty wins. Dynasty sucks. Dynasty's the best. However you want to say it. Thank you guys all for the support. And say Spick and Span Show.
Spick and Span Show.
Hey!
That was a better sign off than mine.
Do you want to sign us off one more time?
No. She's gotta do it. She's gotta do it. I don't got anything ready.
Me.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
What do you
yeah.
want to say?
Spick and Span Show fart.
Spick and Span Show farts. You know it.
There it is.
Spick and Span Show.
No.
Yeah, that's the truth.